Okay, what we need to start talking about is the process of when you are starting to become more spiritual, or you're going through like a new spiritual journey, you're going through healing through your spiritual journey. You start to realize that, at first when you hear people say, oh, you choose the life that you want by the decisions you make and the choices you make and who you surround yourself with, and you're like, yeah, whatever, the universe hates me, blah, 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 whatever, right? And then you go on your spiritual journey, and then you realize, holy shit, you were right. They were right. And now you're just freaking angry, because at this point, now you understand that all the shit that was surrounding you and all the drama and the chaos and the bullshit that was surrounding you is because you decided that you were unworthy to have the good things in your life, because you decided to keep the trash in the house instead of taking it out to the fucking side of the road. What is wrong with us? You guys need to know your worth. I need to know my worth. We need to know our worth. Why do we tolerate these situations in our life? Because why? Why do we do that? We tolerate it because we want people to love us like we love them. But here's the thing. Newsflash. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody else. At the end of the day, let's be real. Nobody cares about anybody else unless they have something to give to them, unless they get something from them. Energy exchange, some kind of information, knowledge, education, something. Nobody cares about anybody else when it all comes down to it. Let's be real. Nobody cares about anybody else unless you are giving something to them. So for all the people that are out there just fucking giving your entire soul away to everybody and getting nothing in return, I am so fucking sorry, but this one's for you. You need to be done with it all. Throw it all away. Clean the fucking house. All the negative shit that's in your house, all the negative people in your life, all the people that cause chaos, that's literally what the universe keeps giving you, because you stay in these situations and you're like, you know what, I have a great heart, I have a big heart, people can change, I can give them chances, blah, 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 blah. Nope, they don't. And if they don't change for you, they may or may not change for somebody else, but if they don't want to change, they're not going to fucking change. And actions speak louder than words. If they say, oh my God, I love you so much, blah, 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 I'm going to do this, and they really fucking don't, then they are showing you what the fuck they mean. And take it for face value, because believe me, you're going to be here 8 years later, pissed all the way the fuck off, because you kept going thinking that you could fucking do something for somebody else and that you could change somebody else, that you had to help them. You're the fucking savior. Newsflash, you're not the fucking savior. The only person that you can save is your fucking self. You have no control over anybody else. You have no control over their actions. The only thing that you can control in your life is yourself. The way that you act and how you respond to the behavior and situations that you're put in, and how you react to other people's behavior. That's it. You cannot control literally anything else. So once you understand that and you realize, because you're not mad at the other person, right? Because you know they're a shitbag and they showed you that they were a shitbag over and over again. You just didn't fucking listen. So now you're mad at yourself. Okay? Clearly I'm going through that because I'm pretty pissed off, right? Clearly. But I gotta tell you this. Listen. We go through these things for a reason. There's lessons, things that we have to learn, and things that we are taught for a particular reason. If we don't go through them and live them, then we never learn what we were supposed to learn. So we have to, unfortunately, go through these things until it finally gets smashed into our thick dome pieces, what we needed to learn, and we finally learn it, and then we take it, we use it, and we move on. Until then, we're just stuck in a revolving door. We're stuck in this revolving door, and we never change anything. Because why? Because we're in this paradigm where we think that, life is this and life is that, and you have to do this and you have to do that. No, worry about yourself. That's why, all these people are like, oh my gosh, people are so selfish, all they care about is themselves. Yeah, how great are they doing? Ha! How great are they doing? All they care about is themselves. They don't care about this and that and doing this for this person or that. How good are they doing? They focused on themselves. They worried about what the fuck was going on in their life. They took their heart and their soul and decided, you know what? I'm going to focus on me because I give too much to everybody else. And guess what the fuck happened? They're thriving. So here is just something that you guys have to listen. I love you guys. I really do. And I want you guys to succeed. And I'm going through this journey myself. And so when I have something that happens and something that pops off, of course I'm going to come here and relay it to you guys. I'm very passionate about trying to help other people through situations because I have been there and I have had nobody in my life. That is the key. I have literally nobody in my life. I have no family. I have nothing. I have myself. Okay? So I have gone through shit that most people will never go through in their life. Most people have never even thought of going through, and most people have only gone through in their fucking nightmares. And to be able to help you guys, I want to be able to do that because I want to be somebody for you if you don't have anybody, because I never had anybody. So that's why I'm here. That's why I get so passionate, and that's why I fucking do what I do, because I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I can take my pain, things I've gone through, and help somebody else through the same situation or a similar situation, so you don't have to go through as much as I did. If it helps one person, then I've done my job. But I honestly, at the end of the day, I do love you guys. That's why I do this. That's why I put the extra time and effort into all the stuff that I do. That's why I try to create a safe space for everybody. I just want you guys to know that you are loved and you're fucking worth it, man. Stop staying in these situations where you're being treated like garbage. Stop it. You're worth more than that. You can do stuff by yourself. You don't need anybody with you. You don't need anybody around. The best time to find out about yourself is just strip it down. All the way down for you have to be by yourself and only by yourself. That's when you find out who you are. That's where you find your soul purpose. And that's where you fucking thrive, to be honest. Too many people around you cloud everything up, and it makes it a whole scenario where it's chaos and just nonsense. Okay? You are strong enough to do this by yourself. Even though I know you think you're not. Everybody's afraid. I can't do this by myself. You fucking can. You can. You can do this by yourself, and I guarantee you're going to be happier while you're doing it. Because what happens is you're with people that could give a damn about you. They're using you for something. And you're stuck doing things that they want to do or that they like to do. And you're not living your true fucking life purpose because you're doing what somebody else wants to do. Strip all the negative shit out of there, man. And I know it's relationships. People you've been with for years, people you've been around for years, your family, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, cousins, whatever it is. If they're fucking shitty, get them out. There's no reason to have shitty people in your life. You don't have to tolerate that shit just because they're family. You don't have to put up with it. I'm telling you that. You get a fucking pass. Set the fucking boundaries and set them now, and then hold on to the boundaries. And as soon as you do that, life's going to change for you. And as soon as you get the negative out of your life, the universe is going to be like, oh, okay, well, they don't want negative stuff in their life. Let's start giving them more good stuff. That's the key, guys. That is the fucking key. So, clean house today. This is a transformation year. I have been saying this for a while. This is the year of transformation. This is when people are going to come into their own. This is where people are going to finally take that leap, make the change that they need to make for themselves. And this is it. This is the time. Get out of your comfort zone. It's killing you. It's squashing your dreams. It's making you not able to see the true picture of your life path. If your dreams do not scare you, they're not fucking big enough. You have to stop putting limitations on yourself. You have to stop with the I can't. You fucking can do anything that you want to do. You've been programmed over years and years and years and years to think that you can't do things. Because they want to keep you small. They want to keep you in a little box, in a little bubble. They don't want you to expand your consciousness. Why? Because if you expand your consciousness and you know your true power, your power is endless. They don't want you to have that power. So your parents, generations before, your grandparents, all these different generations have just been smashed down. And they're the whole, let's go work 9 to 5, let's do this, let's do that. You know, we have to follow the book, and this is what you do, and then you die. Who wants to live like that? Nobody wants to live like that. Okay? And if you don't step out of your boundaries or if you don't step out of your comfort zones, you're never going to try. You're never really going to find who you really are. You're never going to see the world or the life that was really meant for you. And that's sad. And I'm going through that right now. And I just hope that I can shave some years off of your guys' time. It took me years and years and years to realize that all I have done my entire life is live for other people. I put my heart and soul into other people and didn't do a single thing for myself. So now I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, what the fuck am I even here for? What am I supposed to do? What am I meant to be doing right now? Because honestly, when you've done nothing but for everybody else, you have no idea what your life is about, what you were supposed to do, what you're meant for. You don't even remember what makes you happy. You don't remember joy. You don't remember anything. Because you shoved all that down, all your dreams, all your wishes, all your everything, you shoved it down so that somebody else could come up and they could fulfill their dreams. And if you say, I know there's going to be people in the comments that are going to say, oh my gosh, well, we do that because blah, 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 it's the best thing and to help. Yeah, okay, but what'd you do for yourself? You didn't do anything for yourself. Why not grow together? Why not help support somebody and you have your dreams as well and you accomplish your dreams? That's what it should be about. It's not about one-sided, one person who is going to accomplish their dreams while the other one just sits there and has a miserable existence and who inevitably ends up getting super sick and fucking dies prematurely. Why? Because their whole body is riddled with negative emotions and misery and blocked chakras because they never did anything for themselves. Ever. Needless to say, I'm on a journey. I'm taking y'all through it with me. I've learned a lot. And I gotta tell you guys, love does not mean if somebody says that they love you but they treat you like shit, they don't fucking love you. The thing is we don't actually know what love means here in this realm. We were made by unconditional love, but we don't even know what that is. We have not even the slightest clue of what unconditional love is here. Not a fucking clue. Unconditional love, by definition, means no conditions to it. Absolutely no conditions to it. So that means that all the judgment that everybody does, all the, hey, I love you if you do this, hey, I love you if you change this, hey, I love you, that's unconditional love. We don't live by that here. So when I love this person, you don't fucking love anybody. Nobody loves anybody because nobody knows what love is. We don't. We say love and we use it here and there, willy-nilly, like we actually love people. You don't know what the meaning of love is. You don't. So, but try. All we can do is try that. We're sitting here to do that. We're sitting here to try our best to help others ascend, help ourselves ascend. But in order to help others, you have to help yourself first. So you can't, if you're not full, if your cup isn't full, you can't share with others. So fill your own cup. Moral of this whole rant here, was to look out for yourself, put yourself first, know your worth, love yourself, be truthful and honest with yourself. The situations that you're in, the people that you're around, do they actually serve a greater purpose for you in your life, or are they dragging you down? You need to really evaluate that. And I don't care who it is. It can be family. Family is the number one culprit in negativity. They see you rise and they want to throw shade on you. Why? Because people are fucking petty and disgusting. And nobody wants to see anybody else do better because they're miserable with their own life. So that's the thing. Like, people who are miserable, they will always put somebody else down. People who are going somewhere with their life don't have time to put anybody else down because they're focused on themselves. So if somebody's constantly and consistently putting you down, it's because they're jealous of what you're doing with your life. And if you do not want the life that they live and you wouldn't switch lives with them, let it go in one ear and out the other. Because quite frankly, I don't give a shit what somebody has to say if I don't want their life. If I don't want to trade places with them in a heartbeat, I don't give a shit what you have to say. I care nothing. Zero. No fucks given. None. I have no fucks in my bank account. They're gone, by the way, from this point on. Like, my life is no fucks given from this point. They're gone. I've used all my fucks for the rest of my life. And, yeah, fuck it. Don't pay them any mind. The people that I look up to, the people that I would switch lives with in a heartbeat, they would never ever say anything negative about me because they want to empower me. So that's the thing. If you have that much negativity around you, it's time for you to switch up your friend group. It's time for you to get around more positive people. It's time for you to dump all the old negative shit and start a new life. You need to transform yourself, or it's never going to happen. And like, if you look 6 months down the road, you're going to be like, oh shit, I should have done that. I should have gotten rid of this person. I should have gotten rid of this person. I should have actually done this for myself. And now here I am. I should have done this 6 months ago. You make choices today that are going to affect your tomorrow. Make choices today that are going to serve your higher purpose, the highest purpose for you. Be around people who actually give a shit about you and they're not there because they want something from you. And I'll be honest, when you go through this and you actually start realizing it, you're going to see how very few people there actually are in your life that actually do give a shit about you. And that will show up for you just because they give a shit, not because they're wanting something from you. They're very few. So the ones that you do find, hold them close and treat them well, because it's not easy to find nowadays. And on that note, I am going to sign off. I hope you guys have the most amazing day. Hopefully I didn't scare any of you guys with this, but if you know me by now, you know that I'm very passionate. And I just want people to know that they deserve better. Because I feel like we stay in situations for too long because we don't believe in ourselves or we don't have enough self-worth. But you have will. Use your will and change your life. Okay? Love you all.